Hey YouTube! Here's this 2007 Saturn Vue with 112,000 miles. This is the V6 model. And it's also two-wheel drive, so it's front-wheel drive basically. This generation Vue looks dated, but it actually does have a good powertrain because the V6 model actually uses a Honda V6 engine and gearbox. I believe it uses the same Honda 5-speed. And from the get-go, before I start reviewing, I just could never understand why GM had the ability to put in a great engine into a brand which they didn't really care about. Yet you look over to the Equinox, they used the piece of crap pushrod engine, the 3.4. And then we go over to Honda, which they never even dared putting a V6 in the CR-V, which in 07 it most desperately needed it. And even to this day in the 2012 model, the CR-V most definitely could have used an extra punch. Anyways, let me shut the hell up about that and review this. Again, 07 Vue, 112K, V6. Sounds familiar. That was the crank of a Honda engine, which you heard. No annoying GM bong, believe it or not. And in the 07 model, possibly 06, they redid the interior a little bit, such as the center stack, here and there, instrument cluster. More similarities to that of the Equinox. The older Vue had a terrible interior. I'm not going to say that this is a great quality interior, but it's much improved than the older one. Anyways, the body shell of this Vue pretty much dates back to 2002. And I believe this was the last year, the 2007 model. Let's critique the interior of this Vue. Entire dashboard is all padded, something you can never get in the Equinox, except for the upper section of the instrument cluster. It is bolted down, so it's not going to clip off, but it's not nicely clamped in. You can see it's bolted right there. But once you go further back, padded dashboard. It runs all the way through. You can see the hazards, passenger side airbag on-off indicator, radio, N-CD, doesn't seem like N-6 disc. Climate control, there's no dual zone or anything like that, just those three simple dials. Power mirrors, power windows, window lock, fake wood accents. It looks like it's fake because it looks somewhat printed. It doesn't seem to gleam in the sun as nicely as real wood trimming, you can see. I focused in. You have your aux jack to the radio. Honda's 5-speed auto. You can just hear the traditional clunky noise that yeah, you can tell this is a Honda tranny. Honda 5 speeds, even in these ears, they all did that. So yeah, it's not bad. Fit and finish isn't too great. You can see, nice and everything is nice and tight up here. Opens up. You can see the gap right there. Opens right up. Little pocket here on the side. All hard touch plastics. All their traditional low rent GM habits here. Power outlet. You can see the shifter knob also carried over a rubbery feel to it, plus the fake wood accents, but you can see how it's just fading. Right there, you can see how, you can really tell how it's fake right there. Focus! There you go. Just fades right off. The rest of the center console area, mounted onto the floor, it's not that sure-footed. You can see how it just jiggles around. You have your dual cup holders. This section seems to lift right off. You can use it to store things. You have a power outlet in there, you can see. Put this back in. See, it rolls up right there. Again, another little storage area. Feels a bit flimsy. You can see it's not. This button doesn't even open up evenly. You can see how it's slightly slanted. Yeah, the e-brake was right there. Totally forgot about that. You have your armrests on the seats. They are padded nicely. The seats, they're soft, But they're not that supportive at all. It feels quite flat. I mean, once you sit your ass in, everything just opens right up. And the seats are not bolstered nice on the sides either. You feel like you can just slide right out. The seats are just soft. That's basically it. Steering wheel. I believe this has, I'm not sure, I think this has power steering. I'm not sure because it's a Honda engine. I could be mistaken. Because it feels more loose on the Equinox. Cruise control. Here's free control, as you can see, something right there. Volume controls for the radio, horn. And the steering wheel's nicely thick, but it's not leather wrapped or anything. Intermediate speed wipers and rear wiper, obviously because it has a rear wiper. Headlamps, focus, there we go. Steering wheel tilts, does not telescope, it only tilts, so you can see how it slides up. The gauges don't look too bad, they have that off-white color with the red gauges, the chrome bezels around, and it doesn't look too bad. I don't know, my opinion. Door panel. Soft touch above, nicely padded. Side as well, nicely padded, even the armrest. Fake wood accent here. And door handle chrome. Parallel door locks. And we drop down to the traditional GM pokey, hard, rough, textured plastic right there. You can see how flimsy it is. Sharp edge, and you can see the shavings on the corner right there. Very rough. It was like cut with a steak knife or something. Yeah, let's open the hood. Headliner, nicely plush. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh well. There's side curtain airbags, it seems. And again, headliner's nicely plush. It doesn't feel low rent or anything. Sun visor. And I love how creaky it is. But yeah, the sun visor is somewhat... Sun visor is quite thin. Like it has a piece of cardboard inside. But it is plush though. Interior lighting, rearview mirror, OnStar compass, outdoor thermostat. It's not too plain at all. And again, mirror and vanity light. This one creaks a little bit. You can see fit and finish isn't too good, or it seems like it's not clipped in nicely. You can see someone actually removed this, you can tell. Or open the window so you can just see it. There you go. You can see how the weather strip is kind of wedged in there. You can see the gap right there, so someone actually removed that. As you can see, this side is nicely tight. You don't have that. And again, seating adjustments. They really had to make those clicks. Backrest. Not a fan of those door handles. I think the pull style would have been better, not these fold-up ones. Kind of weird. You can see how the rest of the body panels of the Saturn is all plastic. This is all plastic, no dents at all. You can see how it just pushes in. And you can see the frame of the vehicle here. I totally forgot about the plastic body panels on Saturns. Anyways, here's the back seat. It doesn't move forward, back and forth like an Equinox. And you can see it's very flat. That's my shoe. Yeah. Though it does fold down, you can see. See, power outlet, little storage area. And this looks like it's what would have been a cup holder, but it's wedged in there and I can't get it open. You can see. It's broken. Seat pockets. Vinyl is peeling over there on the door panel, the armrest. I hit my head with this shit. Looks like they had some kind of coat hanger or something. I don't know. Again, materials do follow through into the back seat when it comes to the door panel. Nothing changes. It's all the same. Fake wood accents. Let me see. You do not have an oh shit handle. Huh. I think this is the only car I've ever done that doesn't have one. That sucks. And again, you can see how they bolted the plastic here, the door skin. So yeah, these things should never get dents. They'll just crack if you hit them hard enough. I've seen Saturns before where the entire skin to the door is missing and you can see the window regulator. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it too. View! You can see his little antenna. Looks like a little rat's tail. It looks so cute. Like a little doggy tail also wagging. Here's the cargo area. Jack storage. You can see how classy that thing opens up. Everything is all scratched. Again, once the seats fold down, cargo isn't too bad. And you can see this here. And once you open it up, clip it into there. And the same thing over here. Very cheap though, but you have now a little bin to store things, such as your groceries. It's a nice, clever idea, and you have a little divider here that opens up. It is clever, but yeah, feels so cheap though. There's your spare tire underneath. You can see how everything's all rusty and stuff. But yeah, everything is there. You can see the cargo light, and everything is just all scratched. This does have 16-inch wheels and rear drum brakes. That is just the latest in braking. I've always been annoyed by GM mirrors. They always made this mirror that pokes right out, and then they leave this huge gap where you can fit all your fingers in there. So I just hated that GM did that. So yeah, this one doesn't have any fogs or anything. And we're going to see a Honda V6 here. So that's really where the Vue shines. It's a great engine compared to the 5-speed auto. So really, if you drive a Vue with the V6, you really shouldn't even be ashamed. I mean, you have one kick-ass powertrain under the hood. Let's see, 3.5. I guess we can get to revving this one. My iPod Nano is right under that tire, so let's do an exhaust shot. Let's back it up so we can get a little better view. Maybe not, that way the exhaust won't blow onto it. Anyways, let's turn off the AC. Let's give this Vue a good rev. This thing has to fly. So YouTube, that's the 2007 Saturn Vue V6.